Darlene, and welcome to Super at 60. Welcome to my home and welcome to my kitchen. Today is a viewer many times over requested recipe. You have been asking me, Darlene, please show us how to make homemade vanilla. I know in all my homemade sugary, desserty treats, I always pull out my vanilla bottle and I always say, I'm gonna be using my own homemade vanilla today. Well, it's delicious. It's really good. There's nothing like homemade vanilla. And so I'm gonna make that for you today. I'm gonna do all the explaining I can about all I know. I'm not an expert. I always say I'm just a lady in the kitchen. I do know it worked for me. And if it can work for me, I think it can work for you. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to make this lickety-split for you today because I know I'm busy and I know you're busy. So let's get this done. Here is my current vanilla that I am using. I got out my flashlight just so that I could show you. Look how cool this is. See the beans? There they are, right in there. They're happy little beans and they are just gorgeous. And look at the color. Look at the color of that vanilla bean, the vanilla, just the plain vanilla. It's absolutely lovely. And I can keep adding to this to encourage more and more vanilla. Yeah, because those beans will keep working for a good long time, So it is quite a nice investment. It's a good investment for you. All right, I went ahead and opened my vanilla beans. Oh, and boy, do they smell good. All right, I'm just gonna pull them all out. I buy the kind that are 10 in a package. If you wanna buy 20 in a package, you can. You can buy 150, whatever. Oh, gracious me, that smells good. And let me put you down and I'm gonna show you everything. Well, let me show you everything I think that you're gonna need first to, move it back a bit, to get this done. I'm gonna make 2, maybe 3 jars today, okay? So you can use a pretty decorative jar right from the get-go if you want, but this is how I started my last one with. I just used a quart jar with one of those plastic lids. It's perfect. It works just perfect for this. I have 2 of them here ready to go with 2 lids. I will mark what it is and I will mark the date on it. I'm gonna make 1 small amount too, just a small little one in case I wanna give a gift away in 3-4 months when these are ready. That's how long it takes. It's a long process. You simply make it. Let's say you're going to make it today. You put it away in a nice, dark, dry place and you leave it be. For the first week, you give it a good shake. Well, I wouldn't say a shake. This is what I do. I just go back and forth, back and forth. You don't have to shake the living daylights out of it. Just like this a couple times. Put it back up on the shelf. Close the cabinet door or wherever you're going to keep it and you leave it be. Check on it for about every 2 weeks to 4 weeks. And again, just give it that little turn back and forth and that will be fine. That helps to distribute those vanilla beans in there. It's the vanilla beans inside the pods that really flavor the alcohol that's going to go in there. That alcohol really helps to pull out the flavor of those beans. You got to have alcohol to make real vanilla. So last time I made it with vodka. I had to have a bottle of vodka. Yeah, so here's my vodka. That's about how much I used last time. And today, because I heard this was even better, we'll see, I'm going to use what is this? Oh, whiskey, bourbon. I'm going to use bourbon. Yeah, same thing, I guess. I'm going to use some bourbon. So I'm going to make 2 kinds today. And in a few months, I guess I'll let you know which kind is best. Okay. So here are my 10 little beans. Let me put you down here now. And I'm going to show you how I make mine. Now the vanilla beans and the care of the beans are kind of, everybody's kind of got their idea out there that works best for them. Some people say, just leave them just like that and drop them in. Okay, well, that doesn't work for me. And I'll tell you why in just a little bit. Some people say just bend them in half and that works. And I think that will be just fine. But what I'm gonna do is take my first 5 vanilla beans and cut them in half, and I'll do the same with the next 5. And then I'm going to take about 3 from each grouping of 5. So a total of 6 of the beans. Some say never split your beans. Some say split your beans. This is what I did last time. I split them, use a really sharp knife. Split it right down the middle. Try not to cut all the way through. But if you do, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. You're trying to get at some of those pods. So I'm going to do that with all 6 of these. Okay, just like that. Just be careful you don't cut yourself. And again, try not to cut all the way through. That's what you're trying to expose. All those beautiful, beautiful beans in there. Can you see that? All right, so those are done. Go over here, and let me just, yeah, well, I'll just go ahead and do 3 over here. This is pretty much the hardest, most time-consuming process right here. And I don't even think it takes a minute. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, just add the others to it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there you go. You should have a total of beans, total of 10 beans, 3 of them sliced all the way through, or down to the bean. Okay, now take your glass quart jar and plop them in, just like that. Okay, and that's 2 of them, exactly. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna take out 2 of these. Just take out 2 of the whole ones that you didn't split and throw them right back in. Yeah, so we're good to go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. All right, so now you get your vodka. I'm gonna start with some vodka, and you're gonna fill it. You're not gonna fill the whole jar. Just first of all, make sure that you fill all the beans. You don't want any of the beans uncovered. Okay, and now I'm gonna try the bourbon. So I would say that's about up to, I'm checking it, 1.5 cups. All right, let's do the same thing here with the bourbon. They say this bourbon makes an absolutely incredible vanilla. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Now, as this starts to brown, if it just starts to get so golden brown, dark brown like that, and you're still smelling alcohol after, oh, I don't know, 2 months, still smells very alcoholish to you, leave it be. It's simply saying to you, I'm not done yet, okay? I'm just not done. All right, let me move these guys out of the way. Now I'm gonna take this little tiny jar here, because this might just be a little gift for somebody. I'm gonna plop that in, and since I just got the bourbon, I sent my husband to the ABC store. I'm a big chicken. I hate going in that store. Here in Virginia, we have an ABC store. Alcohol beverage control, I think it is. Yeah. Not all states have that, I don't think, but we do. So, and that's all they sell there is alcohol, I think. Maybe beer. I don't even know. I just know I don't like going in there. Look, oh, look. Okay, you are going to be having so much fun watching these guys grow, because it really is fun. All right, what I want to explain just really quickly, and the reason I did not just, remember I popped in the whole full bean and I said that probably wouldn't work. I heard somewhere along the way, I've not experienced this, so I don't know, and I don't know anybody who has experienced it, but since I heard it, it's just one of those things that sticks with you and makes you always be cautious. They were sticking up just a little bit here, and I thought, well, I'm not certainly gonna fill this whole thing up with alcohol, because that seems insane. If any of the bean is sticking out, I understand that is not good, that it can mold, that you should keep the beans under the alcohol at all times. So if you're using it and using it and using it, like I have been here, I noticed that a couple beans were starting to pop their little heads up. So I thought, time to add a little bit more alcohol. And sure enough, I did. And within a week, it was ready to use again, just as good as ever. So that is why I cut my beans in half. I just think that takes the mold issue or scare out of it, and I don't ever have to worry about it. So, all right, so we did our first 10 beans. I'm gonna do exactly now the same thing with the second package of 10 beans. I'm gonna cut them in half. I'm gonna take 6 out. Okay. I'm going to put, because those are the ones I'm gonna slice just ever so slightly. I'm gonna put these, the rest of these, 7 in the bourbon vanilla, and the rest of those in with the vodka. All right, so I'll go ahead and cut these right down the middle. 3 in one and 3 in the other. Just like that. Just be careful you don't cut yourself. Take it slow and pop it in, just like that. All right, here's my bourbon. You can always tell the color of the bourbon is more of a golden color, and the vodka is absolutely clear as can be. And where's my lid? Here it is. All right, one more shake. The little bottle that I was making, I'm not gonna worry about that. That will be just fine the way it is. But there you have it. All of the beans, all 20 beans dispersed evenly in both glass jars, 1 in bourbon, 1 in vodka. Yes, like I said, the hardest part is the weight. It really is the weight. So I'm just gonna turn it like that a couple times just to get it started. It's got some water on the bottom of this one. There we go. Beautiful. I'll do the same with the bourbon. I can't wait to taste the bourbon one. Everybody says it just makes such a more perfect vanilla. We shall see. And this little tiny one, we'll see how that one works too. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and label these. And this is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put 222 vanilla. That's all you have to do, okay? And find yourself a good dark cabinet that you rarely go into, maybe even downstairs if you have a downstairs or somewhere. I wouldn't put it out in your garage if you have a change of seasons from cold to hot. I would probably not do that, but I have a cabinet right there next to the microwave on the other side, not right there, but on the other side. And I rarely go in there. I think I have some batteries in there and a candle once in a while that I might want to burn. And I kind of try to stick it to the back, but not so far back that I forget, because if I forget, then I won't go in there and give it a shake every once in a while. And like I said, it's not really a shake. It's just a tip back and forth. Before you know it, and maybe even tomorrow, as you look at this and those beans are released in the alcohol, you'll start to see it turning. But the way you'll know it's done is that it starts to smell like vanilla. Even if it has just a tad of a smell of alcohol, just a tiny bit, you can still use it. But that won't be for probably 3 months minimum, possibly 4. Look at mine. After about 8 months. It is absolutely perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and mix mine. And well, I have to get out I was gonna do it right now for you, but I have to have a little funnel because my bottle is kind of a pretty decorative bottle. And as soon as these are done, I will get some more of these pretty decorative bottles because I like to I like to keep it this way. I do. You can keep yours right in here all along, but I'm trying to find some dark bottles, some decorative or some really nice darker bottles. You know, that brownish color that you would see a cough syrup in or something. That's what I'm trying to look for, because it's good to keep them in dark bottles. And oftentimes when you buy vanilla, you will find it in those kind of bottles, the darkish color, because I think the light is not good for the vanilla. Okay, well, there you have it. Our vanilla is all done. You wanted to know, I wanted to show you, and now you have your own recipe for your own vanilla. So go online, find yourself some vanilla beans, the Madagascar vanilla beans. Probably the best kind out there. There's Tahitian and there's Madagascar. Oh, and one other important thing, there's grade A and there's grade B. Many times, me included, first time around, I went for grade A because, hey, A is better than a B, right? Well, I was wrong. After doing more research later, I realized that the grade B vanilla beans are the ones that you'll be looking for to make vanilla. That's why they are grown. They're grown especially for making vanilla, So look for grade B, look for the Madagascar, and try the bourbon if you want to really get the best. However, I will say the only thing that I really can honestly have experience with is the vodka. So I know vodka works, but from what I've heard, the bourbon is very, very good. Now I'm going to fill mine just a little bit more up here, probably about an inch, so I have a little bit more to work with. And you can keep those beans. That's one of the fun things about making your own vanilla. You just keep pouring in a little bit more alcohol here and there and here and there, and those vanilla beans just keep working and working and working just for you in your precious little kitchen, or big kitchen, little, like mine. I'm sorry, I know, I got this great big house and this little tiny kitchen makes no sense to me, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna complain about my kitchen right now, but I am gonna tell you to have a great day. Bye now, and Lord bless.